Welcome to our discussion of Meditation 3. We're now going to talk about formal reality. We've already discussed objective reality, and we talked about how objective reality is the kind of reality that ideas have. Well, Descartes wants to also talk about the sense in which things are real, not because they're merely ideas in our mind, but because they really exist in the world. And that is for that concept that he uses the notion of formal reality. So, formal reality is the kind of reality that things have if they exist. The kind of reality things have if they exist. Now, one of the curious things about formal reality is that it has degrees. So here, formal reality doesn't quite mean existence, it means something else. And the reason why it has degrees is because for Descartes, there is a sense in which some things are more real than others. And so, to be precise, for Descartes, infinite substances, or the infinite substance, there's only one, has the highest amount of formal reality. Then below that, there are finite substances. And then below that, there are, again, accidents and modes. And for Descartes, this, again, is a scale of reality that goes up as we go along this way, which means that things higher on the scale have more formal reality than things lower on the scale. And the reason for that seems to be that what Descartes is suggesting is that things that are higher on the scale of formal reality are more metaphysically independent. For example, accidents and modes cannot exist in and of themselves. In order for, say, a particular color to exist, such as redness, it has to exist on a finite substance. And so in a sense, finite substances are more real because they don't depend for their existence on accidents and modes, but accidents and modes do depend for their very being on the existence of finite substances. Likewise, for Descartes, finite substances depend for their very being on the infinite substance that is God. So again, we have a scale of reality that increases as we go up these three levels. The levels are supposed to be distinct levels. There's nothing really in between. And for Descartes, the reason why these levels are ordered this way has to do with metaphysical independence. In the scale of objective reality, ideas are ordered in a particular order because of how much they present to the thinker's mind. So it's important to keep those two things distinct, because now, after we look at a couple of important principles that Descartes thinks he discovers in Meditation 3, we're going to use the scales of formal reality and objective reality to prove that God exists.